Hey everybody, it's Savannah Taylor, the Gardenista, your kitchen garden coach. And today, I'm so excited, you guys. Just as promised, we are going to be talking about some real indoor gardening. That's right. Today, we're going to be talking about carrots, spinach, radishes. I told you, I got y'all. We're going to be getting into it. So let's get started. Okay, so today, let me tell y'all, I saved this just for you guys. Now, these in this gardening box that I have here, and if you haven't heard me talk about these wonderful gardening boxes before in my previous videos, I'll put a link down below because I've also grown arugula in these garden boxes. I believe I covered that on my first or second video of the year. And I mean, they are so wonderful. And some of you have already purchased them and you've told me how much you love them. Thank you very much. I really believe in the products that I use. So with this one, I've tried baby carrots, and this is a first for me. So y'all, I haven't pulled them up yet, so we're gonna be doing this right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up close so we can all do this together, okay? All right. So here we go. Again, these are little baby carrots, finger carrots, I believe is what the term was on the seed packet. So, all right, wish me luck, y'all. We're gonna pull it up. All right, let me see if I can make sure I get it right in the camera so you guys can see. And I promise you, this is the first time I've pulled these up. I have not grown these before at all. All right, here we go. Oh, you guys. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, they are really small, but what do we got here? Okay, this is the first one. All right, little stubby there, right? But you can kind of see it still covered in the soil. All right, so that's one. We got a couple more here. Some of them didn't germinate, but that's okay. This was the first try. Let's see how this next one came out. All right, what do we got here? Covered in this dirt. Ooh. All right. Oh, this one looks like it's about the same size, y'all. All right. Maybe I could have left them a little longer. I don't know, but do you see that right there? That's one. All right. And I know these are not, the big carrots that you get in the store. These were thumb size finger carrots, I think they called them. Okay, let's see. Actually, there's two more here. I know this one's small. I can feel it. It grew up right next to it. Okay, so there's another one. It's a little tiny. All right, and this is the last one, and it feels about the same. It's a little bigger, though. This one's a little stubbier. It's still kind of short. All right. All right, so that's the last one. So they did come out really small, you guys. And again, this is real deal here. Okay, so that was one. This is the other one. The other two or whatever, and this is another one. So, usually when carrots begin to shoulder, it indicates that they're ready to be pulled up. Now, I probably could have left them a little longer, but hey, look, that's what gardening is all about. It's about discovery. So at least I know next time I can leave them in there a little longer, okay? All right, so let me go wash up and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back. Now, like I said, you guys, this was the real deal. This is what I planted, and I pulled it up on, on camera for you guys to see the first time. I didn't know what to expect. It was my first time. So like I said, I'll be sure when I plant them again to just leave them in a little longer. But hey, we got something there. It's still edible. You can still eat it. Okay, something else I wanted to show you that I grow in these pots and that I recently planted is spinach. Now, if you like spinach, this is another thing that you can grow in these pots. And I'll bring this one up close too so you can see. I want to say this is about a week's worth of growth, maybe a week and a half. All right, so this is spinach starting to come in. If that's something that you think you'd like to grow indoors, Okay, these pots are wonderful. And another thing about these pots, if you haven't seen me show this before, these are great for beginner gardeners because it has a little indicator level there too for the watering. So when the water level is low, all you got to do is look there and you know to add more water, and you add the water right in this little hole right here. I don't want to tip it over too much because it'll spill out. But these little gardening boxes are so perfect for beginning gardeners. And these boxes, not only are they perfect for beginner gardeners, you know, they're really not expensive at all. And they come 3 in a pack, and they're reusable. So if you want to do something else when you uproot that one, just put some soil in and plant something else. A lot of people like to grow herbs in these. You know, I think another name for them is herb boxes. But I am a huge supporter of growing what you eat, okay? If you don't cook with a lot of basil, then don't grow basil. If you don't cook with a lot of dill and fennel and all those herbs or whatever, they may be fun to grow, and I know, you know, the seeds are plentiful to buy online, but if that's not something you're gonna eat, don't grow it, you know, grow what you eat. I cook with basil, so but I don't use that much basil. There's not a lot of things that, you know, I cook basil with. So some, you know, I'll grow some, but I'm not gonna grow a whole lot of it. Okay, same thing with the other herbs. All right. So I do have here another gardening box, and I've put fresh soil in this one because, like I said, we had the carrots, we did spinach, you can grow spinach, and I also have some radish seeds here. Now, the thing that I love about radishes is that they are fast growing. If you want something that grows fast, radishes are perfect. I do try to promote things on here because I know some of as a beginning gardener, I don't really recommend that you start with things that take a while. Now, I will say carrots, you do need a little patience for carrots, all right? Those had been sitting there for about, I want to say a month and a half. That was a month and a half of growth. So I probably could have left it in there probably another month, to be honest with you. To see how far it would grow. So carrots, you're gonna need some patience, but things like spinach and lettuce and collard greens, go back and look at some of my other videos. Man, collards are wonderful to start off with, especially if you eat collard greens. We eat a lot of collard greens here in this house, okay? But collard greens, I tell you, I went back, the collard greens that I just snipped off in a video about a week and a half ago, they're already almost fully back, okay? So that's another great thing to grow as a new beginner gardener, or if you just simply don't have a lot of patience and you want to grow quick food, okay? Fast food, there you go, it's fast food. So here we have some radishes. Now the radish seeds are really tiny, and I'm gonna come up and show you just what I mean, okay? Okay, here's the radish seeds right here, super tiny, all right? The reason why I wanted to show you how small radish seeds are is because when I was a new gardener, I was fooled by how small the seeds were. And man, I just sprinkled them all on there because I'm like, you know, the logic of it. You feel me, some of you understand what I mean. But in all honesty, you really want to just plant one seed at a time, okay? I'm gonna put about 4 in here. Now, some of you might say 4 radishes, okay, but again, with these pots, you can buy, like I said, they come 3 in a pack. And, you know, you can imagine if you plant 4 radishes in 3 pots, that's quite a bit of radishes, and they grow very quickly. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. These will probably be done in less than a month, okay? And a strategic way you can do it is to kind of cycle them. So 1 week, plant some in one box, and another week, plant another row in another box, and so on and so forth. And that way you continuously will have fresh radishes. That's how you do it, because we're not dealing with a plot here. We're dealing with a small gardening box. And indoor gardening, of course, is for if you don't have a lot of space and it's just you, okay? But you can still create a lot of food. You can grow a lot of food by using that strategy. So again, you plant one box 1 week, the next box in another week, and so on and so forth, and you continuously have fresh food. Okay, so we've planted 4 radishes in here, so there's room for about a nice good half of a fist size of radishes, 4 radishes that can fit in here. Now here's another little tip. When you plant your seeds, you want to water very, very well. Now this already has water in it, and my little indicator here, it's kind of low. I could probably refill it, and I'll refill it again. But even though there's water coming up in here, I still want to put water on the top. And what you don't want to do is run it under the faucet, okay? Because then the seeds will get displaced and they may not germinate. So, and as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add 1 more seed in between the seeds that I sowed, just in case the ones that I put there don't germinate. And even if they all germinate together, it's fine. They may compete for space, but we'll still have extra radishes. Okay, so just in case some of them don't germinate, I am going to put 1 more in between the ones that I put there. So altogether now we have 6. Okay, and then you just cover it up. And I'm putting them just a little bit under the soil. I'm not sticking them way down there an inch. No, I'm just putting them a little bit under the soil, and then taking my finger and then tapping it down like so. Okay, and that's it. All right. Now, about the watering. This is wonderful. Misting your seeds is what you want to do, because again, if you take a garden hose or even a cup of water and just pour it over this dry soil, it's gonna move all the seeds everywhere. And like I said, that could mess with your germination. So I love this water bottle, this spray bottle, because look at this, watch this. It's like it continuously mists. And when I turn it upside down like this, it's still, right? It still sprays upside down. And so here I go, I can just mist it like this. All right. And I'll bring it up close too so you can kind of see. But here I have it here, and just a continuously misting, okay? So that you don't displace the seeds. All right. And again, like I said, there's water in here already, but because the seeds are on top and it's going to take a little while for that moisture to reach up to the top, we want to go ahead and just water it really well. Okay. You never want to leave new seeds or seedlings or new plants, new sprouts. You do not want to let them dry out. And I know some of you are saying right now, like, dang, girl, that's enough water. But no, you really want to give it a lot of water, okay? Soak that really well, because that soil is not wet. It's still dry, okay? And all of these things you can find in my Amazon store. Again, I love this little spray bottle for all my things around the house. And these gardening pots are just awesome. All your seeds, your soil, everything you can find in my Amazon store. Now, here's what another little important thing about indoor gardening that you need to remember. The type of soil that you want to buy needs to say indoor soil. And I'll tell you why. If you use outdoor soil on your indoor plants, you're going to get gnats, you guys. And that's something you don't want, okay? They're irritating as it is. So you want to get soil that is made for indoor gardening, okay? Indoor plants. And that way you won't get the gnats. You can also use it outside. You can use indoor soil outside as well. It'll be just fine. So you're not missing anything if you buy a big bag of it for outdoors. Now, indoor soil, it's a little more, not a whole lot. You're gonna pay a little more, but to me, I think it's worth it. And I just love the way indoor soil is just so much finer. I just love how it's, you know, really rich and whatnot. Sometimes the outdoor soil can come with a lot of elements in it that have not quite yet broken down, but it's okay, you know, for outdoor. That's why outdoor soil with those, sometimes you get those big wood chips and whatnot, it's fine. The older that the soil gets, the better it is anyway. So it just continues to break down, and it also, some of those things in the outdoor soil will promote worms, and you want that. And I'll talk about critters in another video. I don't want to gross some of you guys out yet, but we do have friends of our garden, you guys, that we want to come into our garden, and earthworms are one of them. Those are our friends, okay? But again, I'll talk about that in another video. But as for this, that's pretty much it, you guys. If you have any other questions about what I've talked about today, please be sure to ask me your questions down in the comment section. Again, you can get all of your gardening supplies and all of your cooking supplies down in my Amazon store link down below. I do get a small commission when you shop Amazon through my link. You're not being charged extra for that. But so I thank you guys for your support. And again, I'm going to plant some more carrots and leave them a little bit longer. We'll do a follow-up on the carrots, you guys. It wasn't an epic fail, but hey, we discovered together, right? Okay, so guys, this is why kitchen gardens matter. It really doesn't get any better than this. Growing your own food, it's fresh. You know, it's just a really wonderful thing. So I hope I've inspired some of you guys to get started if you haven't already. And I will catch up with you guys next time when we get ready to grow something else. All right, take care. Bye-bye.